Welcome to War Games. We will get you ready for your next sales opportunity. Are you looking to win the sales battle? You have joined the right team. Here on the War Games Group, we take the strategies and mindsets from the most successful salespeople and share it with you. With our help, you won't have to fail your way to the top. When it comes to crossing the minefield of sales, step in the footprints of those that crossed before you. Prepare yourself for boot camp and beyond. It's time for War Games to begin.
Shall we play a game?
Hey, party people. Welcome to War Games Wednesday. I'm your host, Joe Ingram. You've gotten used to that, I assume. So I'm going to go grab a couple people are running late, but that's okay. We're going to start anyway. Look at that. I brought in my boy, Jaime. The Colonel is here. So today I put out there, I am at a client, so I am using their setup. So I don't normally have a plain white wall behind me. But what I want to talk about with everybody today is the fact that we need to, I want to get us back to taking more action. Miss Amy Lee, I hope you feel better. So she's been having some issues. I think it's probably just missing me is pretty much what happens. And so, it goes a week in between, or maybe it's the 2 or 3 meetings we have a week that's making her sick. So it's all possible. But what I want to talk about today to everybody that's out there in the land, look, Jaime, Brian's with us. He's made it. See, and Jaime, see, look, it proved it. Okay. So it is there. But what I want to talk about today is lead magnets. I want to talk about lead magnets. I want to talk about, and again, because why? We try to make things so complicated, Miss Margot, or Cargo Margot, as we like to call her. So she's there. So she can't hear us, but I'm okay. It's just me. We'll just wave at Margot. But one of the things we do is we make things more complicated than we need them to be. And what does that mean when you look at it? Miss Farha, hello, greetings to you on the other coast. So we tend to do things and we go, you know what? I do need to do that. You need to do what? Oh, I need to do lead magnets. But I need to go buy a funnel system. I need to go like Jaime and Joe and jump onto Builderall at joinbuilderallnow.com. Yes. So, you could do that, or you can just simply do it as easily and as neat and tidy as you can possibly do it. And when I say that, what do I mean? I mean, let's go ahead and create something that you can get somebody else who's interested in. So everybody does something unique. Okay. So Jaime's out there doing 24/7 digital tours. Right? He jumps in. Now he does like 10 different things. Jaime's like me. We've got so many things out there. I mean, we're going to catch a fish because there's like 10, 11 lines in the water. Okay. And we're going to find something that's there. Margot, she's out there doing shipping, but she does a lot of training. She has her own show now. She puts out on LinkedIn, right? But one of the things we could offer to people that would be beneficial to them, and in exchange for what? Okay. The overall goal is in exchange for an email. If you came up with the best product today that you're like, oh my gosh, I just got this possibility. I can go market this product. Do you have a list of people you can market it to? Okay. For myself, I was sitting there talking, right? I'm talking to somebody at another dealership who says, ooh, we have these digital license plates. And I was like, ooh, digital license plates, right? And I was like, that's something that my clients could benefit from. But you know what I had? I had a list from my clients. I had a whole email list of people. So then I made up a URL called geniusplates.com, took the marketing stuff that they had already put out and sent it all to my dealers and said, here, check out this. You can add additional $400 worth of profitability into each vehicle you sell. So there's a win for them. Okay, but the reason I was able to do that is because I already had their email address. So what I want to do today is I want to talk to you about lead magnets and give you some ideas that you can do for a lead magnet. Do you know a lead magnet could be very simply done on your Facebook, LinkedIn, any social media site? You don't have to have the swipe up. You don't have to have all the stuff that comes with it. All you need to do is have the ability to say, direct message me your email and I'll send it to you. Okay. Anything in Microsoft Word, okay, can be done as a PDF. Anything in Google Docs. The shark is in the house, Johnny Richardson. Okay. For example, right? Amy Lee, I love that, right? It's a piece of cheese in a trap, right? I'm going to trap them. But now, just for you guys here on the screen, Jaime, do you have an email address that you give out just for shit you got to sign up for? Right? Margot, look at, she's already grinning. She's like, I do too, right? If you're going to make me get something, then you know what I'm doing? I'm like, hey, here's my Hotmail email address, right? I don't even check that thing. I don't even know if it's on my phone for me to get it, but I'll give you an email address, right? If it's somebody that I'm going to buy a product from or something, then I'm going to use the real corresponding emails that I have. But I want you to think, how can I provide value to somebody in exchange for their email? So I'm not saying, hey, send me your email, everyone, and there's nothing for them to get, okay? But you can go through and whatever you're doing. So when I look at this and I say, okay, let's put the bait out there. What is the bait? You got to give it a good name, okay? So that's the first thing I want to talk about is what is it you're going to think about? So what is it that you have unique knowledge to yourself based on your industry skills, based on what is there? Okay, so look at Amy Lee's got hers. She already shared it with us. Anybody want to send her spam? Walter the Walrus at Gmail, right? So just imagine getting that in your inbox, right? Hey, Walter the Walrus is sending me stuff. Okay, but in that capacity, is that what you're doing? Are you being able to provide some piece of information? Jaime could say, here's 5 things you need to do in order to prep your house for the video that he can come in and do, right? Cargo Margo, just by her name, you know, she knows cargo, right? What's the 5 things you need before you ship something or before you contact that shipper, before you do this, right? And shouldn't every one of those 5 things lead people back to her? I would hope so, right? She shouldn't say, well, FedEx is better than us, right? This company's, everything should go back to Dart because that's where she's at. But you need to provide something. So in sales, I can say, here's the 5 things you need to do to prepare yourself to sell a lot of stuff, right? Now, if that was the name, would you get it? No, right? But I have to stop and come up with something really sexy and go, so you guys fill it in. Here's blank ways to get blank. Okay, so what is it that you want? Is it, I want more sales? Here's 5 ways to get more sales. Okay. I don't want to go into and go, here's 5 ways for you to sell more items to people that know you, like you, trust you, right? Already. That's not what I want. I want to get out there and say, here, it needs to be something mass. Okay. But do you know where I can go put it? I can go do a free Facebook post. We're all in Facebook right now, right? So you can go in there and say, hey, do you guys want to know the 5 ways that you can make more sales today? Right? In war games, what do I talk about? I want to give you something today, right? That will help you to sell something today. That's the hopes of everything that I put out and say, I don't want to say, hey, this is something that you can take a week to do. But I know every one of us can come up with 3 things that is unique to our knowledge about a subject. Type it in Microsoft Word. If you're going to be all fancy, use PowerPoint, right? Make 1 page that has a graphic on it and say, here's the 3 things you need. Brand it with your website link. Go back to you. Everything has to come back to you, but go post it on your Facebook. Don't post the actual thing. Post the little line that says, hey, do you guys want to know the 3 ways that you could prepare your house to be sold? For any realtors that are out there, right? Here's 5 things you need to know before you go buy a house this month. Okay. And when you go put that out there, somebody just go, hey, DM me your email address. I'll send it to you. Okay. I will tell you that I have an Excel spreadsheet that I put When people sign up for War Games, I take their first name, last name, and their email, and I put it into a spreadsheet so that I could import it and export it anywhere I want to do it. Okay, but it's a War Games list. And then I just have another tab for everything else. Now, when you get fancier at what you're doing, for example, I offer, when I'm on Clubhouse or I'm on an automotive training program, I go, hey, do you guys want real simple email templates you can drop into your CRM for the automotive space? Do you guys want that? And they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, then great. Go to thegeniuslinks.com and click on automotive email templates. When you click that, that's going to take you to an actual funnel page. And the funnel page is real easy. It says enter in your name, your cell phone number, your dealership name, and your email. When they do that and they hit the button, it's going to take them right over to a link that says, here it is. And it's a file in my Google Drive. Do I really care if they took that and emailed that list of email addresses to everybody? No, it's a PDF. It's branded with my name on it. So to me, the answer is provide them something of value that they could take action on immediately and give it to them. What are the 5 best text messages to send out to a customer? Right? What are the 3 best text messages to send to prospects? Right? I send out, guys, I'm currently at a dealership today down in San Diego area. And I go into them and I say, hey, guys, you know what you need to do? They're like, what? I go into the system and click like 30 prospects. Hit the button that says send a text and go, hey, it's Joe over at this dealership. Do you have time to text with me today? And send that off to everybody. Right? What is it you're going to get back? Answers. Right? So look at that. Hello, everyone. Larry Schneider. Okay. Tanaz, welcome from up in Canada. So again, what are the things you can offer to somebody? So Ty, the car guy sitting in his Nissan dealership, everybody say a prayer for him. It's Nissan, right? And so he sells used cars too, so it's good. But when you look at this, he can come up and say, here's the 3 things you need to look for before you bring your car in to trade in, right? So he can go in there and go, make sure it's not full of gas because you're not getting that back, right? He can say, make sure it's detailed and cleaned, bring the maintenance records. But these are 3 or 4 things that he can say, here's the tips I want to give you before you go do something. And now what happens is Ty puts that out, puts it on social media and goes, hey, everybody, DM me your email address. I'll send you the 5 things that you need to know before you walk into a dealership today. Who became the trusted source, right? It's all Ty. They're going to go, okay, great. So whether he has it or not, wouldn't it be okay if Luigi just texted me. If Ty gets a lead that says, but I want a Ford. And Ty can go, well, I have a used Ford. I have this. Oh, I'll call a guy over at the other Ford store and go, hey, bro, I want to send a customer to you. What are you going to give me back? Right? Because they can't go give me half a deal, but he could say, hey, for $100, I'll send my customer your way, having them asking for you. But all of these things come from you providing something first. Okay? War Games was done for free for over a year. And the reason I did that and then said, okay, now I'm charging to let people into this group is because I also sneakily built up 52 previous episodes that somebody can go in. So now I provided value by saying, here's an archive of all the stuff you can go back through, right? Now I had enough where, like, when Margot comes on and she does something, I can group her with other women and say, here's the Women of War Games bundle, and I can sell it to people that aren't in our group, right? But again, it's because I provided the information for free. Real estate is a great thing to get out and offer somebody. Go onto Instagram, do a little video or a reel, right? So Tanaz, you know how to do that. She's doing it all day long. But offer them something in exchange for an email address. That way you have the ability to market to them again. So it's all going to get you something. But I'm going to give you a couple examples of what to do, right? So X ways for you to get Y, right? Here's the blank number of ways for you to get this in this time frame, right? Because we love actual Kimberly Slavic. We always got to throw the time frame in there for the RTH formula. So I want to make sure you guys understand this, but you don't have to come tell me, Joe, I have to go spend $200 a month in a funnel building program to get this. You don't. That's just how it runs automatically overnight. That's how it works outside of this. Okay. And so Scott Ricard, hello. I don't know where Scott's at, but he's in the morning time. So is he in Australia? Yeah. So we're in the afternoon, buddy. Okay. I want you to understand that. Do this. Here's 7 resources to manage your groups on social media. Right? Amy Lee can do that one in her sleep. But she can go put that out there and offer it as a free thing for people to download if they send her email. Okay. You can go call Colonel Jaime Ramirez or email him and say, could you build me a funnel page? Right? That gives me this, and this is what I want to do. And based on his program within Builderall, he can go build you one. Right? He ain't doing it for free, people. Shut up. Stop being like that. How many times you get frustrated when your customer asks you for something for free, right? Don't do it. Right? He's going to put the actual information that's there. So Amy Lee, this is perfect, right? Her social media calendar Trello template. She can go through Trello. You download for free. You go give your email address to Amy Lee. She sends you the Trello template, and it maps out how you should talk to people, what you should say, and what gets somebody to go there. This is Tanaz. Reels and mini videos of you talking in your stories. Best way to get started. It'll help people acquainted with your face and your profession. And that's true. But what I want to also say, like if you're not as attractive, right? Because it's hard to be this pretty. That's all I'm going to throw out there, right? Yes. Because when the package is this pretty, nobody cares what's inside. They just love the box. But when you look at that, what do you want to do? You want to direct them to your DM to give you information, right? Do you want me to text you this information? So Tanaz, you go out and you do all of these things for real estate because she got a real estate license recently. So she goes out and says, hey, I want to do this. Right, I'm going to go do a reel. Look at this house. She did one on called Burr the other day, which was like buy, renovate, reinvest or something. It was a whole bunch of stuff, but it's like 4 R's. I'm not going to remember them all. But when you look at that, what is she saying? She's saying, hey, do you want to know how to do this? That would be the next call to action, right? Here, this is what I'm doing on my reels. And then I say, hey, do you want to know how you can get this written down, or you want me to email you this? Do it. You want me to text you this and do it. And now all of it's right? So here's Amy Lee. She dropped do you want my free Trello board for social media? She dropped it in a group, got 300 people saying yes, and closed $8,000 worth of business, right? I will tell you, when COVID hit, are we allowed to say this? I don't know, COVID. Yeah. Are we allowed to say it? So when the pandemic hit, right, I went out into all the automotive groups and said, hey guys, send me your email and I'll send you my phone script, because my overall phone script is designed to get somebody who doesn't want to come in to come in. So I said, rather than all of you go out of business and I don't have clients later, right? Because why? I know that if I give you the words, you'll have a certain amount of success. If I come train you on my words and why you're saying it and what it means, then all of a sudden you have a lot of success. So, but am I okay if 300 dealerships across the United States all have BDC Genius scripts on their page? Nope, right? Because somebody's going to go down, because the script itself had what in it? It had down at the bottom, here's my website, here's the actual phone number to call, right? All of that is incorporated in that. So it's very similar to a digital business card. And it's actually a document that somebody would use and put out. Tanaj, you're an angel. Look at, she put it up there. Buy, renovate. I had a couple of the words were right? Buy, renovate, rent, refinance, and repeat. Okay. So that's how Tanaj, not everybody can look this pretty. Okay. It's a lot of product. See how my hair doesn't move, right? Jaime has the same product, but see, it's all there. But when you guys, all I want you guys to look at and say, okay, so the first thing you do, give it a good name, keep it really clear. And I've told you all this plenty of times, right? A confused mind will never buy. And when it comes to online, a confused mind will never click submit. Okay, they're never going to go type in their stuff, even though the browser fills it out for them, right? Always put out there the call to action and make sure it's clear. Okay, just type in your email, hit submit, and I'll send it to you. Okay, DM me for your copy. All of these things need to be put out there. Now, I'm going to throw in something that wasn't on part of my lead magnet thing, but don't lead magnet into groups that are where you're all doing the same thing. Okay. And what does that mean? It means don't, like Ty, don't go in the automotive group and say, I've got this truck for sale. Shut up. Why are we trying to sell to other salespeople? Right. And there's always people like me. There's Frankie and a couple other guys. When people do it in the groups around us, we're like, bro, you're trying to sell to salespeople. We don't want to buy from you. We're going to buy from ourselves. Right. And so it's not about you go advertising to peers in the industry. It's about you going out and providing information to people that don't know you, right? Wouldn't it be okay if somebody says, hey, I sent you my email. You sent me back, Jaime, the 10 things that you should do before you do this, right? And try to keep the number low. Don't go the 47 things you need to do to be profitable in your business. Everybody's scared to death, right? Give me 3 to 5 as an ideal scenario for that. Do we know of somebody that has pain in what you can solve? Stop and think about that. Is buying a car a pain in the ass, Ty? Not up and down. Yes, it is, right? Right? Is shipping stuff a pain in the ass at times, Margot? Not if they come to me. Yeah, but okay. Jaime, is selling homes and stuff a pain in the ass? Do you make it easier for them? Right? What are the 5 things that you can talk about to make it easier? You know what number 5 should be at the end of it? Could be call me. I would say you need to have a 3D virtual tour to show the house for you all the time, right? That's number 1. Yeah. So if you start, I'm going to give you this other tip. If you start with your company being the answer for number 1, they're not reading the rest of them, right? Give them some value when they get to the bottom, go, boom, that's great. Let's do that. So you want to make sure you hit the pain points that are there, right? If you need to, add social proof. So I would say, look at everybody here. So I would go, hey, if you got value from today's war games, go right in the comments, right? Value, something like that. So then I would go out, right? I have the private group with Jaime and a couple other people. And I would say, hey, dude, I'm putting out a post on my Facebook, my public Facebook that says, here's 3 ways for you to sell more today, right? This is how you can sell more products to more people today. And then what I want you to do is click on it and say, this was gold. Thanks so much, right? I'll still send it to him so he don't have to lie, right? But you all know if I'm painting that brick, it's gold. I'm going to sell it to you as if it's real. But the social proof needs to be out there so you can put it on there, okay? The most realistic you can be is do a reel, like Tanan said, get out there, do a reel and talk about it so they can see you, right? But put that call to action at the end, which is DM me for more info. And then, guys, here's another thing. Check your DM, okay? Because there's nothing worse than that, right? You go out, you message people, and it's like, well, I messaged them for their free stuff, and they never once did. Jeff, the entrepreneur. But so him on Clubhouse, that man, just send me a DM, send me a dude. I sent you 3 DMs. The last 2 said I hate you for not answering the first one, but you never saw any of them. Okay. So remember, give them something of value. Give them something that solves a pain point for them. Okay. And then in exchange for their email is what they get from you. Now they're in your process. You can go out, go to AppSumo, go to SendFox, and you can get a free email sending program. okay, and go through it. Or step up, pay $20 a month, get MailChimp or something. Or you can do it all through Builderall with Jaime and I. So again, put your stuff out there and then build somebody through a process. But again, step number one is have an audience, right? If no one's listening to you, does it matter how good your training is if nobody hears it? It's not. And so you need to sit back and say, okay, here, go out, do this, and this will get the benefit. But I have to have the ability to talk to somebody first. Okay. So again, it doesn't have to be anything difficult. Do you guys know that you can do every time you go on Facebook and it says, take this quiz, or, hey, this is who I looked like in the 50s, or whatever those stupid little things that pop up and say, which celebrity do you look like you're the child of? When you do that, the first thing that pops up says, say okay, because they're grabbing all your public information and pulling it over. So you're on another list from somebody else. Then you go and post it. Somebody else clicks on it. And they're like, thank you for adding to our list of people from all of these individuals going, I want to play too. I want to play too. So if you made something fun, think about how many more people would actually want to do it. But you can go out, type in free quiz, right? Free quiz software, free quiz web page. Go out there, create a quiz, right? Go make your own quiz about things. What should the answers all come back to? You, right? Enter your email to get the quiz on this and that you can post on social media when you're done. Great, go do that. What if you went to, freedirectories.com or whatever Joe Soto told us a couple episodes back, right? He said, go out there and create a directory. It's brilliantdirectories.com. We'll go back to that one. Brilliant directory. So do you have a list of people that you would recommend for certain things? Right? I was talking to Brad DeMint yesterday on my way back home, and I was telling him, like, dude, go to Brilliant Directories, create a directory for all of the real estate different people that you need, the inspectors, right? You'll be the title guy. Come up with this and then send out to people and go, hey, do you want the top 10 people? And who are the top 10 people? The ones he likes, right? Do you want a list of the top 10 people to help you with the real estate transaction? He can go grab 2 realtors, go grab somebody else, and then now it's going to funnel. So whoever downloads it, whoever gets it, right, has something branded by him. And I'm okay if you print off my stuff and keep it on your desk. Or better yet, you give me your email address and then you forward it to 10 other people. I'm okay. You're advertising for me. Okay. I had somebody the other day come in and go, can I have one of these, please? Can you give me one of these? And I'm in a dealership. I'm like, and they're like, can I have one of your mouse pads? So I have the script on there. Guys, you can barely read that stuff. Okay. I got glasses on and I'm still like, what does it say there? Okay. This is a mental trigger for people in the automotive space. I took my script that I create, one of the many, and I put it on here and said, this is the one that's used the most. And I put it on the mouse pad. I sell them for $5 on my website. And this person's like, can I grab one of those? And they're in a dealership that I don't train on. I was like, here you go. Here's the one out of my bag. So what's going to be sitting on their desk? Me. And guys, I take up a lot of your desk if I sit on it. It's just how it works. But again, this person sits down, they go put it up there. When one of their managers comes in later and goes, dude, what's that? They're like, I got this script from the trainer guy. What happens when the manager goes, oh, I like that. Hey, what is on there? Oh, I don't know. Here's my website and my phone number down at the bottom. Eventually, there you go. So go to my website, click on it. You can go buy more stuff. Go call me and we can have a conversation. But again, is that a valid lead magnet? Could I go out and mail this to every dealership, one to every dealership that's out there? Yeah, it cost me $4. Okay, so if it costs me $4, I know that I'm going to go send out. If I send out 100, I spent $400 in advertising. Okay, most people aren't going to take a mouse pad and throw it in the trash. If I send them this piece of paper, they might. But all I care about, can I get in your email box? Okay, Go through, offer something like that. Do a survey. Go out on your Facebook and create one of those polls, right? Because it'll tell you each person that answered, right? Margo will do it on LinkedIn for you. She knows how to do that, right? What do you think is the best thing for this? And she lists off 4 things and other. And then you can go see all the pain in the ass people that chose other, right? Just because I'm like, I'm not picking one that you already picked, okay? Here's another one. What about an online event? What about a free online event? Send me your email and I'll give you a free invite to this, right? I did my book authoring program, the 10dayauthor.com program. I did that live with friends from Facebook. And I said, who would be interested in learning how to do this? I'm using you in my training. So ask questions. It's going to come back. Ask questions. Whatever you say, somebody else is thinking, that's in there. So now I took the thing, cut it up, put it into the little online academy, and now I sell it. So you want to go buy it for $100? Buy it for $100. You'll come out of it with journal templates and all this other stuff. I'm not selling that. I'm telling you, it was something I did for free. So I had the material to give to somebody else. Now I went and built a funnel and said, go here. When you drop in, you'll see a video of me going, hi, let me explain what you're going to get. And then off it goes. But again, I did it for free. I went on to my Facebook and say, hey, if you're interested, blah, blah, blah. And then I said, send me your email so that I can send you the link to the training. So now I have everybody who's on screen, I have their email address. So now when I come up with a better course, something that does something different, I can just drop in and shoot them off. Make sense? Okay. Do you guys have anything you can give a free trial to? That's something to look at. Okay. Any contest you want to run. You got a special offer for 20% off. Send me your email. I'll send you the coupon code. Okay. We all fall victim to this. And you know what? We don't feel like we're victims because we're getting value in exchange for a small piece of information, my email. Right? If it's going to be, give me your cell phone number, that may have to be a much bigger ticket for me to go click on than you're just going to give me a PDF. But you can literally open up Microsoft Word, go to Google Docs, it's free with a Gmail account. Go to Google Docs, insert a picture at the top, type in the header, change the font, go all the way down, say files, download as PDF. Now you have a document that you can send to somebody. Right? Think about how big of a Karen you're going to have to be, right? If you're going to go, this free document is not formatted properly. And I hate, come on, shut up. Right? But everybody needs to go out and just, I would say, please, for anybody out there, make something and add it to this video. Go put in your call to action. Go put in, this is what I offer. We don't know. Right? Do I need cargo shipped? No, but do I know somebody who could? Right? And I do because Clubhouse, onto Facebook, onto everybody else, right? Now we know somebody. So somebody goes, hey, I need to get that. Great, that's fine. But I would say everybody go in there and put your lead magnet into the show notes underneath this one. It's not going to be a bad thing because we're a sales group. Shut up, right? Every time I bring a guest speaker on, I go, if you want to sell something, sell something. They're like, really? Most of the time they say, and I go, you're going to provide value first, and then you can offer whatever you want. We're a sales group. Why would we say you can't sell to the group? Right? That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. Get out there, make some lead magnets. They're not going to be difficult. It's not going to be something you're like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this. Okay? But get out there and come up with this many ways to get this in this time frame. Okay, simple, to the point. Send me your email. You don't have to build a funnel. Just put it out on social media and say private message me or DM me. Any questions from anybody that's out in Wargame land or anybody that's up here? Do we all know what BRR stands for now? BRR, yeah. So I had to watch the whole video. It was great. She came out and said the BRR thing, and I was like, what? She's like, you want to know what BRR means? I was like, well, now I have to know, right? I'm just going to get stuck out here not knowing what's going on. Ty the car guy, any questions?
How do I get people's VIN numbers? What do I just say? If you want to know the value of your car, message me your VIN or what?
So
Is that too
what I would
salesy?
like to tell you is do not say, give me your VIN number. Say, send me an email. I'll send you a form to fill out.
No, smart.
Genius, dude. Get it right.
Send them a
My
book out
apologies.
sheet, man.
Yep.
Yeah, not a chance. I'm not sending them a book out sheet.
You
Send
can
the whole
send
book
them
out sheet.
Yeah, that way they give you the stereo, the tires, the wheel size, leather,
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
stereo,
like just the
Right.
NADA and all that stuff.
chrome tires versus alloy
Gotcha.
wheel. You know what I mean?
So,
Okay.
but again, anything. So if you're in real estate, you can turn around and say, you know, for Tanaz that's out there, my brother, my mother, everybody else that's in real estate, right? Karen Toddy, if she's watching. So all of these individuals go out there and say, are you thinking about getting a house in the next 6 months? What's important to you in your next house, right? Send me your email. I'll send you a form to fill out so I can start looking for you. And so, of course, what am I going to put in there? Indoor plumbing or outdoor plumbing? What do you want? No, it's going to show. I'm going to put out there how many bedrooms, how many bath, how many stories, right? Get some basic information, add this person into it, right? Everybody's got MLS listings that get sent out automatically. So you can get in there and do that. So, sorry, Margot, I just saw your private message. That's hilarious. Brr. Yeah. So, but that's what I'm going to tell you, right? Guys, get out there and do a lead magnet. Do it today. Drop in the lead magnet. I don't care if you don't have a funnel page. Go put the wording down below of whatever you're going to offer, right? So if your answer is DM me here, then understand we can all see who posted it and we can click on your face and go send you a message, right? It's that easy. Okay, so I think that's all I got. Any questions, anybody else? Ty, I think I just revolutionized your business. Sorry, you're just going to have to go out there and buy a bunch of cars and sell some cars. Get to your manager and tell them you want a minimum commission for every car you buy without them selling.
A little 150 on each car.
Then tell them, say, look, if I get a customer comes in, doesn't buy anything, but we buy their car from them, I still get paid $150.
Yeah, we got a little system. We got a system. Yeah.
Perfect. So a lot of dealerships don't. And I'm like, y'all are stupid. $150, much less than auction fees and transport and detail. So to get it that way. Perfect. If nobody has any further questions, I am under my 40-minute mark by 3 minutes, and I'm so excited because I like to keep everything under 40 minutes with you guys because I want you guys to do this, still have time to go grab lunch, and then get your butt back to selling and making money. So as always, thank you to my VIPs that jumped up on the screen. Appreciate you today. Everybody else watching, listening on the replay, thank you so much. And go out and sell something. Thanks, everybody.